This is the entrance to the Wildlife Refuge, about a quarter mile outside of Arivaca, Arizona. And we got Arivaca Road out here heading off towards Amado. And this is the parking lot. And I've never been to this location before, so I'm just gonna hike around, see what's here, and maybe share some of what's going on with you. Then out here in the parking lot, we've got the sign showing you what's allowed and what's not allowed here. This looks like just hiking, walk your dog, have a picnic lunch. No horses, bicycles, hunting, or overnight camping. And to help restrict anything other than pedestrian traffic back here, they got this little switchback deal where you go through. Be real hard to get a bike or anything else back here. And looks like we got some picnic shelters back here. The ability to clean up after your dog, which is always good. Don't need any little surprises along the trail. And I've also been warned to watch out for rattlesnakes back here. So if you just keep your eyes open, regular situational awareness like you would anywhere else, it's probably not going to be much of a problem. Then they got all kinds of signs around here talking about what animals live here and that sort of thing, some of the history of the area, which is always interesting to take a moment, brush up on that. And we'll see where this goes. And we got these little flowers all over the place, yellow ones and white ones. Then over here there's something else that looks like it might be a little purple or whatever. And they're just kind of growing all over the place out here. They're kind of pretty, nice to come out and look at. And then the barrel cactus over this way. Got to watch out for them. They bite. And there was a little bench here I sat down on just to get an overlook over the field through the trees, or those little flowers all over the place. And I stopped for a moment to let other people pass. Even though it looks like I have the park to myself, there are other visitors here. And so just out of common courtesy and respect, I'm not videoing anybody else. In any segments that I do manage to capture other people, I just sort of delete them and refilm. It's not that big of a deal, and I don't want to catch anybody in the video without talking to them about it first. It's easier just to avoid shooting when there's other people around. This is a fairly large anthill, where they've got all the vegetation out, where the ants have done that. That's maybe, 4 or 5 meters across. We'll zoom in a little bit on the entrance to their colony. And I'm staying safely on the concrete trail. I'm not going to go down there and disturb them. And across the field out in the distance, not sure if it shows up on the video or not, but there's another signboard way out there near that dead tree that's all white. I suspect the path goes near that. probably around this whole section here. Getting out of the trees, kind of. That's back the way we came. That's the town of Arivaca in the distance. And it's looking like we're coming to the end of the sidewalk here. Yeah, there we go. Definitely a rougher looking trail. We'll head down that, see what happens. Let me read up on what's going here. The big tree and whatnot. Okay, the signs on the signboards over there indicate that that depression behind me was once a pond. Because it's been dry down here for several years, the springs have dried up. But, it's to be expected. That's kind of a cycle we're in for now. We'll keep going down the trail, see what we can see. That's a fairly large tree with the wind rustling through the leaves. Not sure how well that'll be picked up. This is down into what used to be the pond. There's the grasses kind of blowing in the wind. That's kind of a pretty effect. This is the other end of that pond. And you come up, the trail goes down. They've improved it a little bit. Volunteers come down here and work on the place and make it so that the rest of us can enjoy it. And you've really got to appreciate that. Okay, we're back down on the other side of this valley now. That's that dead tree in the distance. Back over there is the hill with the letter A on it that lights up at night. Got a few birds in the tree. Not sure what they are exactly, but it's okay. And then this just goes on, off, and around. This is that board that I saw earlier on the side of that tree. Looks like another bench. This trail's been mowed fairly recently and seems well taken care of. That's always a good thing. That bench is really beautiful. I like that. Behind me is the beginning of a boardwalk. They made it a little nicer for people to walk through here. This next section of the trail has a bunch of dips and ruts that fill with water. And I'll go down here and hearing some birds in the background. Only seen a couple quail run by, but not anything I can get the camera back up and point it at. Anyway, I promise not to turn this into a dog and pony show. You know how that goes. Well, okay. Sorry, not sorry. I lied. This is exactly going to be Edward's Dog and Pony Show once again. You know how it goes with me. Anyway, let me know down in the comments what you guys are thinking about my videos so far. And we're at the end of the boardwalk, back onto gravel. And yeah, we'll see where this goes. Now the trail's gone around a little bit and we're back in with some tall, stickery bush things. Not sure what they are. They're about 3.5, 4 meters tall. These things back here. Then on the other side, it's pretty thick with brush and stuff. Not sure what any of that is. I'm not from around here. But anyway, continuing along. Now the trail is opened up. Got kind of a large hill up here with a bird flying by. There's a lot of them back here. It's not a vulture, so I'm probably safe. Then we got the trees and brush close by. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool how the terrain keeps changing. First paved sidewalk almost, and then grass, gravel trails, dirt trails like we're on now, little boardwalk. Looks like a game trail going up. There are deer around here. Not interested in going up a game trail where some of the game could be rattlesnake. I don't feel like tangling with those things. It's just not in anybody's best interest, and while that would make exciting footage, I'm not going to go that far just to get people to like and subscribe. And this trail just sort of zigzags around. That hill behind me is the one that I filmed earlier that had the birds flying up on it. This is a really neat place. It changes. There's a lot of different scenery. And I'm still not sure how much further this trail goes, but we'll find out. From what I understand, it's a closed loop. So as long as I keep going, I'm not going to get lost. Not that that's a worry anyway. Here's some more of the scenery. The terrain just changed again. Going back under these trees that seem like they need more water, or maybe they're just barely starting to bloom. Their leaves just starting to come out. Right, then up here ahead it looks like we're almost like a tunnel with the tree branches hanging over and trimmed fairly close. This is kind of a cool effect here too. Just really beautiful scenery, and I'm hoping the video does it justice, but I'm kind of afraid it won't. And down here at the end of all these trees arching over the trail, there's a bench. I'm taking a quick minute to sit and relax. It's like another little dip down in there that probably fills with water. And the trail goes on down this way. And the trails come back out into the open again. It looks like up here right behind me in that fence there's like a machine gun emplacement or something. Probably not. Looks like it from here, but we'll go up there and see what it really is. I suspect it's probably a telescope for looking at birds and stuff. And just got to make it a little more exciting. Okay. Got a fork in the trail up towards that gun emplacement or around this way. I think we'll go check this out up here first. Maybe double back otherwise. Okay, it's a little sitting area. And that's not a gun emplacement, that is a telescope. And just right in there, see if we can, don't know if this will work or not. Well, look at that. That lets you see the tops of the hills over there. This has taken us all back, almost all the way back into town. There's houses and stuff over there. That hill on the horizon with the letter A on it. That's that same one we see all over the place. Right under here, just barely under the topsoil, there's some sedimentary rock that's exposed and laid bare. And the trail just kind of goes through it. And we'll go on back around. And here's another section of boardwalk. Looks like we're just slightly above the level of what in the wet season would be a swampy area. That's kind of what these 3 meter high, 4 meter high plants, vegetation on either side of us look like. A little bump out for looking at things. That's why we're here, is to look at things. So, let's see what there is to see. And most of the way down this little boardwalk, looks like there was just grass on the other side of it. Here, I'll get up even with it here shortly and show you that. Yeah, here behind me, that's all been fairly recently mowed, as well as everything down that way. I guess they kind of have to, otherwise the grass and stuff would get tall and overgrow this walkway. This is the other side of that tree that we saw by the pond. And the trees up there, the ones we got before. Looks like we're coming around full circle. I think up ahead I'm seeing the sidewalk. So yeah, this was a nice little loop trail. Glad I got out here and did this. This was an enjoyable walk. I'd do this again. Yeah, that's the way we went earlier. And this is where we came from. Now I've come back to the beginning. That's the gate out to the parking lot. And that little white car is mine. I haven't gone up this way yet to see what's here. I suspect there's not a whole lot, but we'll check it out. Nice little picnic shelter. And just more of this path with the sidewalk. Yeah, we'll see where this goes. Okay, another little gate to the other end of the parking lot, and ooh, I know what this is. Well, that's kind of scary. Looks like there's another trail back here. Not sure where that one goes or what it's called or anything, but we'll definitely go check it out. Vehicles, no hunting, and oh. Okay, trail closed. This is as far as we go. I know there's a lot of people that would just go beyond that trail closed sign and poke around, see what they're trying to hide, but I'm not one of them. I'm just going to respect that sign and continue back the way I came. Okay, so we've seen just about everything there is, And there's my car again. I think I'm going to hop in it and head out and be done with my visit here for this time. That wraps up this episode of Adventures with Edward. Go ahead and hit the like, subscribe button, the bell icon, so you get notified when more adventures drop. And go ahead and put some comments in the section below. If there's other things you'd like to see, other adventures you'd like me to have, just let me know. Anyway, until next time, take care.